I'm not gonna lie, I am starting to feel bad for Treyarch. And the reason is they put together a pretty damn good beta. We have zombies coming out today. We have another map coming today. And honestly, the game as a whole that they have built with Black Ops 7 is pretty decent. Yet I feel as though they are getting screwed by Activision to a huge extent. You'll see what I mean as we go through this. Now, yesterday I put out a tweet and it was based on my feedback of day one of the Black Ops 7 beta. I'm about to hop on stream and start playing again for today. But I said this, after the first day of Black Ops 7 beta, here are my thoughts. Skill-based matchmaking will kill this game for me. This game could be a GOAT, and I truly mean that, but the matchmaking ruins the experience 100%. Now, I got some feedback on that saying, I don't know what I'm talking about, blah, blah, blah. Those are clearly people who are talking that aren't in the top like 10% who every single game feels exactly the same. I'm not saying get rid of skill-based matchmaking, by the way. I'm just saying loosen the parameters so I can play against a wider margin of players. That is it. I couldn't really get that across in my tweet, but that's what I was saying with that. The rest of what I said is the maps are way better than Black Ops 6's. Progression is fun, but weapons are way too slow with prestiges. Agreed with that. Dexterity should be the base way movement works and remove the perk. Dexterity makes it so that when you're in the air, you can aim, you can shoot. It makes the game feel well more fluid. I hate the doors. They are even worse than the old doors. We'll get to that one. And a lot of crashes today. It did get better throughout the day though. I don't know if that was just convenience, whether my computer was getting used to it. I don't know what it was. And then having to boot to HQ before the beta is very annoying. Instead of just going straight into the game, you have to boot the HQ and then close the HQ and then open the game. And then if your game crashes, you have to do that every single time. It's very, very annoying. So that was my feedback after day one. And lo and behold, we have an update going just into day two. So well done. Good on you, Treyarch, for doing that. And honestly, I've skimmed it. The notes are pretty good. I have to say it. The notes are pretty good. I'm giving credit where credit is due. I know we don't say good things about Black Ops 7, but despite everything that's going on, they are impressing me. And I'm always honest with you guys. Now, for the new content, here is what's coming today. So on day 2 is about to kick off with the addition of Survival and Zombies, a new 6v6 map imprint, and the new multiplayer mode Overload. Now, Overload is kind of like the football, aka uplink mode without advanced movement. So that's what's going on there. So the new multiplayer map is Imprint. The new Zombies map is Van Dorn Farm Survival, and the new mode is Overload. In Zombies, we have a training course, which I find weird, and Survival, of course. Now, that's what's new today. Those are the new things that's coming, but upcoming changes based off of feedback. This is where things get interesting. Time to kill. TTK and overall weapon balance has been a conversation we've been keeping an eye on, along with evaluating in-game data from day one of the beta. While we're starting the beta with a TTK in the range of Black Ops 6, we are aware that some players feel it's slightly faster than desired. As a result, we'll be releasing a weapon balance pass in the coming days to adjust TTK and ensure all weapons available in the beta are competitive with both. Thank you. I'm glad the printer needs an update. Thank you for that. In the coming days to adjust TTK and ensure all weapons available in the beta are competitive within both their class and their intended role within Black Ops 7. We are excited to get these changes in your hands, and we continue to gather feedback and data to ensure our launch lineup of 30 weapons are as balanced as possible. So it seems as though they're going to be nerfing weapons based off of feedback, and I would guess that it's probably weapons like the M8 and the second SMG. I can't remember the name of it, but that second SMG with the slower rate of fire that hits really hard. That one, dude. How do I turn off my Steam Deck? I don't even have a Steam Deck on that PC. Sorry, we're getting mad. Going back to the notes, doors. This one made me happy, but not too happy. You'll see what I mean. Well, there are no manual doors in Black Ops 7. Dude, there's frickin' doors. I don't care if the door opens itself, it closes itself. I open the door, my bullets open the door. If there is something that opens and closes between two rooms, it's a door. It's like the hot dog being a sandwich debate. I don't care. It's got carbs and meat. It's the same goddamn thing. Anyway, multiplayer maps. Only 5 of our 16 6v6 map at launch will have automatic doors. So it just must be convenient that like 4 of the maps in the beta all have doors. With that said, we are closely following the community discussion about doors on our beta maps and evaluating our launch for post-launch portfolio maps. So in other words, for DLC maps. Based off of the feedback we've already seen in the first 24 hours, we'll be making the following changes to the beta on the upcoming updates. Forcing specific automatic doors to remain open at the start of match. That's a stupid statement. You should just say we're removing specific doors. That's what you're doing. If you're leaving them open, you're removing them. Anyway, increasing how long automatic doors remain open before they close, increasing the distance a player needs to be from a door before it will automatically open. Players can still shoot automatic doors to open them. Okay, all of those changes, clearly people do not like doors. I don't know what is with Treyarch and Infinity Ward wanting doors to be in their game so damn bad. Now, I will say this. There are times and places on map where a door, like an automatic door, can change the flow of a map. But one door, maybe 2. I think on the one map, actually 3 of the maps that are in the beta. No, 2 of all of the maps that are in the beta so far, going into the second day, there's doors, multiple doors, not 1 or 2, like many. And I don't know what is with the fascination with this and why we need to have them in the game. Anyway, but if you put 1 in and it changes the flow of the map just a little bit, I'm fine with that. It's when we have 16 doors on a map and every time you need to go to one, you got to sneak up to the door, make sure you're aiming down sight. It just doesn't work for me. I don't like it. I'm glad that the changes that they made, just say we're removing some doors as well as having them open easier. How about that? Changes we are considering for launch and beyond. Evaluating a potential reduction in the number of automatic doors across the entire map portfolio. While some doors may make sense to remove, others may bring about a new issue with the opening undesired lines of sight. We will share more details about them when we have them. That I'm fine with. That I am fine with. Like 1 or 2 doors on a map is fine. 15, no good. Adding the ability to disable automatic doors in private match for competitive testing. Interesting. That's a weird one. Now, weapon XP. This was another one of the things that I complained about. Leveling weapons too slow. We've also seen discussion about weapon XP earn rates and want everyone to be able to unlock and test plenty of attachments during the beta so you can provide valuable feedback and we can gather important data. So we are going to help you out there. We are also going to doing the same with overclock earn rates as well as adjusting the spawn system and knocking out some early bugs. Plan for tomorrow's update. So in other words, tomorrow we are getting an update. Increase weapon XP earn rates, increasing overclock earn rates for several loadout items included and score streaks. Adjustments made to spawn logic for improved spawning across several maps and modes. Various bug fixes, including weapons. We'll be sharing more details on the items above, blah, blah, blah. Now, let's just get this out of the way. In that statement, they said that they are increasing weapon XP earn rates for the beta, not for the final game. That's a problem. Now, overclock, I am fine with, because overclock, you just have to level things up once and you have them unlocked. Now, we don't know whether those levels are going to get knocked back down to 1 when you prestige or not. Kind of actually hope that they do. It'll make prestiging a little bit more interesting, but I don't know if they will. Weapon levels, on the other hand, I think are still vastly too slow for just the game as a whole, especially if there's just like Warzone players who want to use these weapons. To prestige a weapon 3 times essentially is going to take forever. To give you an idea, I'm level 20. I don't think I have a weapon at half of what it takes to level up all the way. That is too slow. So hopefully this carries forward into the launch of the game, because in the launch of the game, there's going to be even more levels and things to level up, and I think it can be a little bit too much of a time dump. Now, for today's patch, we addressed an issue on Steam where social menus would close when players was set as away, addressed an error that could occur when navigating between menu tabs, addressed an issue that could delay a login, stability, addressed various server stability issues related to player loadouts, tracker perk, drone pod, pinpoint grenade, and skewer score streak. Okay. See you in the lobby and good luck against the undead. It's a cool way of writing it. This is very clearly written by Treyarch, like very, very clearly. And I love to see it. Everything that they addressed in there improves the game, in my opinion. Now, here's the downside. I think the biggest way to improve this game is with adjustments to skill-based matchmaking. Now, Treyarch has specifically come out and said, hey, skill-based matchmaking is not up to us. It's up to Demonware. It's up to Activision. The only person that can make changes to that is them. Now, it sucks because I wish they could come forward and just be like, hey, we've made the adjustment. And they're not going to. And it's really, really frustrating. This is why I said I'm upset with the way that things are going. Treyarch is doing everything right, more so than they did with Black Ops 6. And you know what? Come to see it, when I'm looking at this now, I really believe that it wasn't Treyarch that screwed up Black Ops 6. It was Activision. Activision forced them to work on the next game. Activision forced them to do the updates and bundles that they did. It's happening again. Black Ops 7 and Treyarch is doing everything right. They're building a great game, and Activision is going to screw them. I don't know in what ways. Well, we already know with skill-based matchmaking, but I don't know in what ways. Now, the only other thing that I would like to see on these patch notes and address is dexterity. Dexterity, I believe, was the only other thing on this list. Doors, done. Crashes, improved. Progression, looked at. Maps, they're better. That's an improvement. So it's skill-based matchmaking and dexterity. Dexterity is one thing that Treyarch can address. So that's on them. Matchmaking, it's up to you, Activision. Just prove me wrong once. I like being wrong. In fact, last night I tweeted and I said, because in my original review of Black Ops 7, I said I did not like the wall jump. After playing the beta, I was wrong. I like the wall jump. I like being wrong. And right now, my opinion is they're not going to touch the matchmaking or even address it. Activision, here is my challenge to you. Prove me wrong. I would love to be wrong on this one. Do it.